Hey guys, what's up? It's Tony from Mag Monkeys here. Today I will be showing you guys how to take apart, clean, and lube the Timberwolf. Basically, it's a Glock. It's completely compatible with WeTech, KJW, that type of stuff. Parts internally, it's more based off the We clone. Tokyo Marui parts also will fit in there, obviously. We basically copies Tokyo Marui with a lot of their stuff. Mags are all interchangeable with WeTech, Tokyo Marui, KJW type magazines. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get this started. So to get the slide off the gun, you're going to cock it back, making sure that the hammer is still engaged internally, so don't pull the trigger, otherwise getting the slide off is not really going to work so well. Okay, so you're going to cock it back. There's little tabs here on the side of the gun, both are one on each side. You have to push both of those down at the same time, and then just lightly tap the back, and it should come off. If it doesn't come off right away, super easy, you might have to give it a little force, but it will come off. So you have the lower frame here, and then you've got the slide. So let's get into the slide. It's generally where most of the moving parts are at, so we'll take a look at that. You've got your spring and spring guide that comes out pretty easily. Whoops. Then you have your inner barrel and outer barrel. Those will come out together if you want. And then the inner barrel will come out as well. Your hop up is located right here. It's this little wheel on the inside, which I am going to adjust slightly because I think it is actually pretty low right now. Okay, that is all the way. Alright, that should be good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and clean this. This is I mainly use the green gas mag / propane. They do actually make CO2 mags for it, so if you want to run this thing in cold weather, you can. I wouldn't recommend CO2 mags in this thing for any other time of the year. But if you're somebody that plays outdoors in the wintertime, that might be something to look into. Or if you're going to upgrade the crap out of the inside of this thing, they do make CO2 parts for this gun. Would highly recommend them anyways, even in the wintertime, just so they're not so cold that they'll break on you when you use this thing in the winter. But yeah, so personally, it's more of a pain for me than it's worth, but if this is like your only pistol, it's definitely cheaper to get the parts and the mag, more than likely, than it is to buy an entirely new pistol just to run in the winter. Plus, if you're just like a die-hard Glock fan, then you know this is definitely the pistol you want to be spending some money on and taking care of and cherishing. I really personally like these guns. They're really nice. They don't have the trademarks or anything, but ergonomically they actually handle a little bit better in my opinion than a Glock does. You know, the lower frame's really nice. Just the grips and everything is just really nice and texturized. The slide's got some nice texturing on it. It's very smooth. It's got rounded edges, which is kind of nice. So it won't snag on my gear or anything. So I'm appreciating a lot of those things. So yes, it's not perfect. It doesn't have the Glock trademarks, but essentially it's a Glock, guys. Come on. Okay. It is a nice gun, very accurate. Especially the heavier BBs you use. It'll be more accurate with heavier BBs. Gets the job done. Very nice, crisp, snappy trigger. The reset on it isn't too bad. And when it breaks, it breaks. It's very, like I said, it's a snappy gun. You just pop, 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 pop. And you could clearly, very, very easily do that all the way through an entire magazine without any issues. They do make 50 round extended mags for these things, so that's kind of nice. I believe there is also a full auto version of these things floating around somewhere. I have two WeTech Glock 18s. They're fun, don't get me wrong, but replacement parts are kind of harder to find on the 18s, and they will break more often the more often you use your full auto. So keep that in mind. Semi-auto is pretty good, and honestly with a pistol that's really all you need to be effective with it. If you're in it for more of the style or the cool factor, then yeah, by all means, full auto is pretty freaking fun. So, you know, they call it the fun switch for a reason. So, yeah. Like I said, though, I really like these things. They're something you can get just about anywhere. They're not being banned by the Glock trademark embargo thing. So you can pick them up at e-Vike. You can pick them up usually at most local airsoft retailers, like Mere Tactical sells them. I know that. So you can get these, which is nice. And like I said, they're completely compatible with all the WeTech parts and accessories. So upgrades and all that stuff will be good. This particular one is basically a Glock 17. There are other Glocks out there. You know, you got the Glock 18, which is basically this, but full auto. You've got the, look at me, I'm putting it together and I haven't even lubed anything yet. You've got Glock 18 that's full auto, Glock 19, which is a little smaller than this. It's the compact frame, and then you have the subcompact Glock 26s, Glock 27s. Some of those can be found in full auto if that's your deal in that frame. Like I know the WeTech Glock 23 is a full auto frame. I know their Glock 26, I believe, is full auto, and then their 27 is the semi-auto. Those are going to be harder to find new, at least. You could probably get them overseas, to be totally honest. It's probably the only place you're going to find them. So, yeah, I'm running out of silicone there, guys. So just checking that out. Anyways, you can see I already put the inner and outer barrel back in. You're just going to throw that in right here. Plop that into place. Everything's nice and lubed. It's clean. Barrel's clean, and it slides back on. It goes back on a little easier if that hammer is down, so you want to try to do that before you do that, and you're good to go. Always checking. That's the reset. And if you don't get that, you will find that you have yourself a new full auto pistol, whether you wanted it or not. And trust me, when you go to a CQB field and you have a full auto pistol and you're not supposed to, it's going to be bad news. So just make sure that that's working before you go play with it again. Alright guys, that's basically it. This was once again the Timberwolf, aka the Glock 17. This is Tony from Mag Monkeys signing out. Thanks for watching.